So first of all, this is the giant breakthrough. Somehow we've taught computers how to learn to represent information in numerical ways. Okay, so you guys, has anybody heard of this thing called word2vec? It's one of the best things ever. Word2vec. You take a word, you take words, and you learn from the words, studying every single word, its relationship to every other word, and you learn all, read a whole lot of sentences and paragraphs, and you try to figure out what is the best number, vector, what's the best number to associate with that word. So mother and father are close together numerically. Oranges and apples are close together numerically. They're far from mom and dad. Dogs and cats are far from mom and dad, but closer probably to mom and dad than they are from oranges and apples. Tables and chair, hard to say exactly where they lie, but those two numbers are close to each other, far away from mom and dad. King and queen, close to mom and dad. Does it make sense? Imagine doing this for every single number. And every time you test it, you go, son of a gun, that's pretty good. And when you subtract something from something else, it makes sense, okay? That's basically learning the representation of information. Imagine doing this for English. Imagine doing this for every single language. Imagine doing this for anything with structure, meaning anything with predictability. Images have structure. Because if there's no structure, it'd be white noise. Physically, it'd be white noise. And so there must be structure. That's the reason why you see a cat, I see a cat. You see a tree, I see a tree. You can identify where the tree is. You can identify where the coastline is, where the mountains are, where the clouds is, right? And so we could learn all of that. So obviously, you could take that image and turn it into a vector. You could take videos and turn to vector, 3D into vectors, proteins into vectors, because there's obviously structure in protein, chemicals into vectors, genes eventually into vectors. We can learn the vectors of everything. Well, if you can learn everything into numbers and you know its meaning, then obviously you can take cat, the word C-A-T, translate it to the image C-A-T, this image of cat. Obviously, it's the same meaning. If you can go from words to images, that's called Midjourney, Stable Diffusion. If you can go from images to words, that's called captioning. Video, YouTube, videos to words, right? Underneath videos,